Previously on Breath of Fire.
Two teenagers leave the safety of Windia. They find a village that's not quite right. A strange man gives them the tools needed so they can enter a forest under a curse. A seemingly abandoned building lies at its heart. A basement of corpses leads them to a run for their life as they find themselves hunted by the Wolfman. Nowhere is safe. You can't hide from Bo.
Welcome to a fine gaming experience, everyone. We've got our new party member, Bo, in the lead to help us over to Romero quickly. But I want to do one more thing to help out our group. Since Bo's default weapon is ranged, and our hero is using a boomerang, we can put them both in the back row and have them do full damage. Pretty awesome, eh? Now, off to Romero. That well on the left is related to another character's leader ability. I'm looking forward to goofing around with that in a few more episodes. With Bo in the lead, we're going to skip Windia and the Aura Cave. He'll walk right through any solid forest, but not individual trees on the world map. Too many people moving in this tight space. Romero's gotten worse, of course. The zombies have mentally deteriorated, eaten all the livestock, and now the townspeople live in fear. Well, most of them do. The Dr. Wily lookalike chief will only help us after we help him, of course. Luckily, the nearby cleansing water should cure everyone. Time will pass even if you stand still, which is useful. It was nearly night, so not a long wait. A couple used to sell water jars, and the only couple here is Gran and her dead husband. She's hesitant to help us, but her zombie husband convinces her. Too bad I didn't release this on Valentine's Day. It would have been nice if the tunnel dropped us on the left side of town, but now I can show off the blue zombies walking around. That's Agua above us, in more than one way. Walking past the Wizard's Tower and that annoying forest. and we see E's cave on a small island. Looking at our map, that's Nanai, Camlon, and the hero's hometown, Drogan, to the south. Bo has really opened up this area nicely for us. Ease Cave is much like Aura Cave, with its branching paths leading to treasure. The loot here is pretty meh, but has its uses. That nice hat is the one thing you should really grab here. Most can wear it, but it's best for Nina. A new enemy, and quite the doozy. Amoeblobs have a decent attack, a small heal spell, and a fire spell for 20 damage. Plus, they like showing up in groups of 2 or 3. They'll gradually shrink as their hit points drop, which is a pretty nice and unique effect. Their defense and hit points is really good though, so that heal effect of theirs can get annoying. Going to start using up that stockpile of herbs I have. I'd appreciate how many the game gives you more if I was grinding for XP. Our other new enemy for the episode, the Mage. They like doing that blast attack for decent damage, but can cast a fire spell for more. Really just a glass cannon we can easily take down at the cost of a few bruises. I'd recommend grabbing that Fire Stone for the boss coming up. Hoard any and all stones that drop for it. Seriously. Ghost Knights here and Skeleton Riders in the next area can drop cold stones for you. There are some secrets you might not expect in this cave, but we won't be returning until much, much later. I don't want to spoil too much, but wanted to mention it just so people remember this place a little bit more. The last and the next dungeon both outshine this one with their gimmicks, so people tend to forget about this one. It doesn't help, it's in an odd, off-to-the-side spot too. Getting it confused with Aura Cave is fairly common. The bronze hat gives our hero a small defense boost, but we'll be getting something better before the episode is done. That was a pretty easy fix. And Dr. Wily rewards us with the tablet, so we can go enter Agua, as well as giving us a buttload of treasure. I like this guy. Villagers need to stop blocking me in this town. A short trip over to Agua. I like how the entire island lowers to our level, instead of teleporting us up or such. This dungeon really reminds me of Mirage Tower from Final Fantasy I, with its ancient technology vibe. Moving platforms will be the gimmick we'll have to tackle, but it's fairly simple for the most part. What's more interesting is that there are a ton of locked doors that would make the path up much more quick and efficient. There are also damaged walls, with treasure chests and other paths behind them. It seems this dungeon has its secrets as well, that we'll have to explore later. The trick with this floor is to just treat the middle island as your hub. Loop around and explore each path, leaving the bottom left for last. The Sun Hat quickly replaces the Bronze Hat and has equal defense to the Wolf Hat Bo has been wearing. The Iron Shield is another defense upgrade for our hero, but notice we've been dropping his speed a fair bit. The more that drops, the more enemies will get to hit us before we wipe them out. This is a great find. The thief clothes are light and give a really sweet armor boost. That's almost a full new set of gear for the hero we found this episode. This floor is very similar to the last. The middle island is your hub again, but this time hit the right side last. You can always loop back to the start if you miss something. Another stat boost spell for Nina, and this time it's agility. I'm sure there's some good niche uses for this, but you'd get better use out of attack up usually. It also costs as much as Cure 2, so it's not as efficient to try and kill something before it hits us. At least this early in the game. A new headpiece for Nina, already replacing that nice hat we found. We get a lot of head slot armors this episode, it seems, and there are minor upgrades from the last one. A new bracelet for Nina as well. I'm more than happy to up her defense, but bows is currently our lowest. That glowing pillar is what we've been looking for. A quick hop over, and we're introduced to the hardest boss yet. Wisp was originally called Guardian, and I should point out, he's not a Dark Dragon opponent. Every other boss to this point has been directly associated with them in some way. He's got a basic body slam type attack, but the real threat is his projectile that hits the entire party. You need to stay on your toes for healing here. Not just HP, but AP as well. One mistake can get a party member killed, and trying to revive and stabilize them could very likely start a downward spiral. While Bow is normally a cannon that runs out of ammo quick, we're going to practically force feed him acorns so he can keep blasting magic. I would have liked to use this opportunity to show off more of his spells, but you've seen most of the animations elsewhere, and I can't afford to toy around with this boss at these levels. Our first boss without a second health bar. So much experience and no one goes up a level. That was the king key we were just given. Let's see that description. Oh ho, that's right. It controls the robot. That's most certainly our goal for next time. But now, we have to leave here. While we still can't open the locked doors, there are moving platform shortcuts, which speed up our exit. When Bo rescued the chief last episode, he busted out of a damaged wall like the ones we've walked by, which is odd since that's not his leader ability. That cutscene was a little bit deceptive and may confuse some players. Everyone stayed out of my way. Huzzah! Erp. It was good to finally help Romero out after so long with its zombie problem. Agua had a really nice look and feel to it, but the real prize is that key. I hope you'll all join me next time for some giant stompy robot action. Take care all.